Hi, I'm Leona Maguire. I'm from Ireland. I started playing golf when I was 10 years old. I turned pro in 2018 and this will be my third Olympics. Been very lucky to have a lot of people that have helped me in my journey. Obviously my parents first and foremost have been a big part of that. Not massive big golfers themselves. Dad was always big into sport and would have sort of coached myself and my sister Lisa growing up, and then sort of handed us off to our coach Shane then, but driving us around to tournaments and all the things that sort of go on behind the scenes. Obviously my sister Lisa, my twin sister, has been a huge part of my journey. Playing together, practicing together when we were younger, competing against each other, sort of brought each other on without realising it, and she's still a massive support to me. And as an Irish golfer, I think Padraig Harrington and Paul McGinley have both been a huge help to me as well. Padraig obviously an inspiration winning his majors when I sort of was starting to play golf, and has been very generous with his time over the past few years, helping me with different shots and advice and things like that, as has Paul. Lucky to have Paul as our captain back in Rio in 2016, and he's been a great mentor since then. And yeah, lucky to have those guys that have achieved so much sort of give their time and give their advice whenever I need it. The Olympics is the biggest sporting event in the world. I think every 4 years sort of watched it, and I did a lot of swimming when I was younger, so swimming's probably the thing I remember the most. I think Sydney's probably the first Olympics I really have a memory of, watching sort of Michael Phelps and Grant Hackett and those guys, Ian Thorpe in the pool. And being from Ireland, we generally don't win a lot of medals. It's usually a small team, so Sonia O'Sullivan won silver. That created a lot of buzz at the time. Hoping that someday I'd be a part of it as a swimmer, but then nice to have been part of it as a golfer since. Knew it was going to be for pro, so it wasn't really on my radar. In 2016 I was still in college, and I finished second to the Buckinghamshire, and I got a call from Paul McGinley saying that just after getting quite a few world ranking points for that, now I could have the chance to qualify for Rio. So that was a really pleasant surprise. Watching it, watching Phelps, watching Bolt, watching Small Wilds on the TV the week before, and then all of a sudden being in the village, walking around and in the big dining hall and getting to cheer on all the other athletes. It was really cool and a special thing to be a part of. Rio and Tokyo were very far away, both very different games. Rio, we didn't have any family there. Tokyo, obviously, we were very cautious with everything going on, so it'll be nice to sort of have some family and friends cheering on in Paris. The Golf National is obviously a very iconic venue, so yeah, hopefully we can have a really good go at it in Paris. I have a lot of good friends that are other athletes, so it's always fun to sort of see what goes in behind the scenes and their prep. For us, it's part of a very busy year, but for them, it's the biggest event. Everything they do for 4 years goes into that. My cousin is qualified for rowing, so he'll be there as well, so that's an added bonus for our family, someone else to cheer on. Usually our Irish rowers do pretty well, so he's a good chance at a medal over there, which is exciting. And yeah, I've lots of friends, track, badminton, boxing, different sports like that are qualifying right now and hoping for some medals over there, so it'll be nice to sort of follow their journey and cheer them on and be part of a team with them over in Paris. In Rio we got to watch a lot of sports, got to go see Bolt's relay team, got to sit behind the blocks and watch Phelps' last race as well. Growing up watching him and being a swimmer, that was pretty special. And in Tokyo we went to the track on the last night, and a good friend of mine, Kelly Harrington, is a boxer, so she won gold on the Sunday before the closing ceremony, so got to watch her fight in Tokyo, which was pretty special. It's going to be a very hectic summer with the majors, with Solheim, with the Olympics, with Irish Open as well. It seems like all of that sort of squeezed into the space of sort of 2 months. So kind of have to plan the season early to make sure there's lots of energy still in the tank. But at the same time, it's very exciting when you've got Olympics, you've got a Solheim Cup, you've got a British Open at St Andrews. They're all sort of highlights of the year. There's no greater honour than representing your country. The nice thing about the Olympics is there's a lot of people that watch golf, that watch women's golf, that wouldn't normally watch it, and sort of reaches that newer audience. An Olympic medal means a lot to a lot of people, no matter what sport you're in. You're not just doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your country, which means a lot more.